Hey everybody, Matthew and Lee here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to this next video in the series of the behind the scenes of the making of the Deffwatch miniatures for our Deffwatch narrative campaign, which is coming to the vault later in September as part of our 10th year anniversary celebration. That's right, we're turning 10 this year, later this September. We don't have an exact date that's our anniversary.
I thought it was because of my second anniversary.
Was this your second anniversary? You started in September 2 years ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
So I'm just going to take it all on me.
Yeah,
it's because of me.
2, that's definitely as impressive as 10, right? And what a 2 years it has been. We are going to be talking about our little friend, Flash Git. Oh, what's his name? I guess I should have the paper ready for when we're talking about this stuff. He's a Flash Git. He has a big gun, and he loves using it. And his name is, of course, not on the first page of my page. It is Stormboy Weapons Fanatic. There he is. OGG Nobs, our weapons fanatic. But he's basically a Flash Git on steroids. And so let's talk about him. Let's talk about the backstory of him first. And of course, the rules for him will be posted in a link in the video description below. Make sure you also follow us on Facebook and YouTube, links in the video description so that you can be notified of when more of these videos come out. We also are going to have a special offer when this narrative campaign comes out at the end of September. I'm not going to tell you anything more about that because there's still more details that we're working on. But yeah, let's just say it'll be pretty awesome.
Telling them there's a special offer?
There's going to be a special offer, that's all. So just stay tuned. It is going to be a Vault exclusive narrative campaign, but if you're not a Vault member right now, don't worry, because there will be ways for you to get access to it as well. So this is OGG Nobs. Now, in the third video, I'm sure somebody's already asked the question, Matthew, how did you come up with these brilliant orc names? These names are so cool and so original.
Can I take a guess? Because I actually don't know.
Okay, what's your guess?
Orc name generator online?
I did a Google search for orc name generator, and there was a couple that came up, and I'm sorry I can't remember the links to that. But honestly, you do a Google search for orc name generator, and it's like the first two. And I just refreshed until I found ones that I liked. Yeah. So if some of these names sound familiar, that's why.
Hey, that's the name of my war boss.
Yeah, exactly, because he just happened to roll the same ones. OGG Nobs. Once FaceStomp had realized the potential of mixing the different casts to create new and unique orc archetypes, he created OGG Nob, a blend of the Flash Git and Mech gene. Now, Flash Git probably would have been enough, but by putting the Mech gene in, he was able to make this guy even better at modifying and working on his guns. Well, OGG Nob is not a true mech. He just can't bring himself to care about working on orc vehicles. He is absolutely in love with his big guns and loves to brag about how much damage he can do from afar before his orc companions can even swing their enormous choppas. And I can tell you right now, after playing a few games with him, his bragging is not empty. When not blasting apart his enemies, OGG Nob spends most of his time modifying his weapons, or naming them. He likes to come up with names for them. Experimenting to find all new abilities to better destroy his enemies, or anything that he can shoot without getting in trouble. I think it would. I got to tell you something about his rules because it characterizes him a bit. Basically, this basic weapon, which we'll talk about how it was made, has 3 profiles. You can see there's a big shooter, there's a twin rocket, and then we have a Gatling gun kind of thing right there. And so I created 3 profiles for that. And he can always choose to fire a profile with the big shooter as he uses the big shooter as tracer rounds. Yeah. If you know what tracer rounds are, they're the shots that you take that you unlike what you see in most video games and movies. When somebody fires bullets, you don't see where they go. There's not like this light that goes flying apart, because you don't want to give away the position of the person firing. But what you will have is either every few bullets there will be one that's a tracer round, or you'll have somebody specifically do the tracer rounds that they'll fire, and that one that goes like a flare, so you can see where it's going. Because it's also a disadvantage to the person firing the gun that they can't see where their bullets are going, because they're like, did I shoot them in the right direction? When you're firing from a long distance.
Yeah, if you watch like air raid videos from World War II, they're using tracer rounds to find the planes.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And so basically, typically those tracer rounds, they might be part of the regular ammunition, but they also might be something lighter. He uses the big shooter exclusively to be tracer rounds.
So instead of a laser sight, he has a big shooter.
Yeah, most people would do like laser or some sort of computer optic system, but he's like, no, I'll just fire the big shooter first, and if that hits the target,
do some damage with my targeting.
It actually does, but it just is the big shooter. But if he hits with the big shooter, then the rest of his weapons become re-rolling to hit. But he has an extra ability. He can supercharge his weapon, where he can fire all 3 of the profiles. Otherwise, he normally fires 1 profile with the big shooter. But then there's a 50-50 chance that he can't fire it for a turn. But as he upgrades, there are skills that he gains, which gives him things like extra AP, extra damage, the ability to, there's one skill that he gets called Giga Charge, which Quirk gets sometime into the narrative campaign, I won't tell you when, which allows him to supercharge twice. And so he's just like, blah, 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 and he really is dealing tons of damage from a distance. He gets in close combat, he's not that great, because he's just wielding this enormous gun, so he's got less attacks, nothing special in his close combat, but what he makes up for, or what he lacks in close combat, he more than makes up for in shooting. So this is our Flash Git, OGG Nob, built on the Ogren body, just like the other ones.
Yep.
Right?
I think this is probably the most simple one I did.
Yes, I would agree with that. Not that I don't like it, but that's just that I know that I pretty much could probably say all the different parts. But I'm going to let you do it because I've done enough talking. So go for it. Why don't you walk us through the different parts?
So he's an ogre, or ogrin, and he should be holding a ripper gun instead of a snaz gun, because this is just a snaz gun from the Flash Git.
That's just exactly the Flash
exactly
Git.
what it is. Even the hand is, that's why I have a little elastic band right here to cover the seam.
Oh, that's where the seam is, between the hand and that? Because it looks just like a little, I don't know, a bracelet that he carries for good luck. He got from his orc girlfriend.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. What about the exhaust? Is that the Flash?
That's actually part of the gun. Everything on the gun.
So this gun is just...
Yeah, it's out of the box, just snaz gun.
But stuck on an Ogren.
Yeah. And the head is one of the knob heads.
And then we've got some, he's got a little bit of ammo.
For now.
Yeah. So what are those from?
Those are Ork Big Shooter backpacks and rocket launcher backpack.
So it's 3 backpacks. So normally that'd be 3 orcs worth of ammo.
Yeah.
Because I remember when he first made him, did he have the ammo on his back?
No.
Yeah, and then I think, was I the one that suggested
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he needs more stuff. I was like, okay.
Yeah, because I think his back looked a little plain. Yep. And at the same time, obviously realism isn't always what you're achieving with these miniatures, but I've noticed with a lot of miniatures in the 40K line that you have no idea where they're getting their ammo from. Yeah. Like they're going around with bolters, but they have no clips on their belts. Or they have a missile launcher that must only be 1 shot, because the Devastator missile launcher kind of has like this rack of missiles, but the regular missile launcher, but still, the regular missile launcher is like, once he shoots that once, it's done. Yeah. And so I wanted to see that. It also adds more to the character of the model too, having all of that.
Just lumbering around with a bunch of ammo.
So his shoes are just the Ogren shoes then?
Yeah.
What about the pants?
Ogren pants.
So really, this model is just Ogren with a
big
knob
gun
head, with the
a big gun. That's
Flash Git's gun, and then Big Shooter backpack, and rocket backpack.
It's one of the easiest ones I made, but it works.
Yeah. And as we will see in the game, he does perform quite well. They all actually perform quite well, but he's been particularly impressive to me.
Some Flash Git shoulder pads too.
Oh, those are Flash Git shoulder pads.
Okay, yeah,
there we go. I love how he's got like the tank top shirt on underneath all that armor as he just goes into battle. Well, we're not going to linger on it if there's not many more details than that.
No, really.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, but it's awesome. Just little details. Just kind of pick up on those little details. I hope that if you are learning about how to convert, things like the elastic bands to cover up those gaps. Yep. It's little things like that when you add those up in your repertoire of skills, it's easy to take them for granted. But to somebody else, they may have just stuck the hand on and just put some glue over it or something to try to cover it up, and it's been kind of messy. But they're like, oh, all I had to do was stick an elastic band, and boom, I'm done. So you get those little things, and they add up over time to give you this.
And you got like this little bracelet thing, and
a toolbox of different techniques.
Toothpicks, elastic bands. That's all.
Plastic card.
Plastic card.
Yeah, and green stuff.
I don't use a lot of green stuff.
You don't use a lot of green stuff?
No, I used it on the pants, and I think that's it. Yeah.
Well, there's our Flash Git, OGG Nob. So you can stay tuned for more of the behind the scenes of how we made, or how Lee made, the different orcs. How we talk about the backstory as well. And of course, stay tuned for the Deffwatch narrative campaign, which will be coming up near the end of September for our 10th year anniversary celebration. And make sure you follow everything below: Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.
If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Deffwatch.